Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to a What If story. I must apologize for my last episode. I said you know a lot. I didn't realize how much I said that until I watched my What If. I'll try to limit that to as much as possible. So this is that was part 0. This is part 1 of what if Kennedy Midoriya had psylocke's powers. Where we left off is where Lulu was going to go to the meeting, and she's like, as they get clean up, daughter, come here a moment. She's like, yes, mother. What do you need? He's like, sweetheart, my meeting is happening. I would like for you to observe the meeting, to gather experience in this sort of thing. You're going to be, you will be experiencing this in the future. As Kende's like, very well, mother. Meet me in my office in 30 minutes, sweetheart. Yes, mom. As she, puts, I need to stop doing that. She puts all her weapons away in their main, where they go. As Kinde gets stopped by one of the members of Black Dragon. Ah, Kinde, I saw your first test. You're quite impressive with your abilities and what skills you have. You'll even surpass your mother one day. As Kinde's like, thank you. As she walks off to the meeting, as he sees two couples, black hair. As like she walks in, and Lulu sits down, and they're confused about the girl. And she's like, don't worry, she's only here this is my daughter, Kennedy. She's only here to observe this meeting. Nanaruzu, Mr. Nanaruzu. And he's like, very well. So tell me what you need. As they explain that, Momo was kidnapped by, a group of villains. He's like, I want my daughter back alive. If you would, please. Your skills are well known. I spend a lot of money to come in contact with you. As Lulu's like, very well, Mr. Nanaruzu and Mrs. Nanaruzu. We'll take the job. Send us the information and we'll move tonight. As the Nanaruzus, bow and they leave. And she's like, daughter, this will be your first mission ever. With your training, I've been quite impressed with it. You've been keeping up with your studies. It's time for you to do your first job. As Kenny's like, are you sure, mother? I don't know if I'm ready. Sweetheart, you're more than ready. Judging by the last session we had, I'm very impressed. Why don't you get ready and I'll go over the mission for you. I'll go over the details of the mission. Alright, mother. As she gets her gear ready. As we're gonna, I don't know what shirt to wear. All black. Like a stealth type of style. And the ability that she has, I'm gonna make it into camouflage. That's a little easier. One of my subscribers mentioned that. Then you'll make it. I just totally forgot your name right now, but you know who you are. So as we continue, as Kennedy, gets ready, she's in her gear, and mother was, Lulu was telling her what the mission was. All right, daughter, this is the blueprints of the building. What our intel says, they're located on the top floor. There's about all throughout the building, there's in total maybe around 30 guys. In the main, what we've seen, as she presses a button on, she presses a button on her desk as they see civilians in the building. As she say, we had stuff installed in that building a while back ago, so we were fortunate that they used this spot. We use this spot for training sometimes, and apparently these idiots decide to kidnap a rich girl and use the building that we use for training. Idiots. Anyways, these are lower tier villains. Their quirks are not really all that impressive. The main guy you need to worry about, his quirk is like it's a fire quirk. He's able to project through fire through his hands. And Kennedy hates fire. Anyone who wields fire, she hates. She has a deep hatred for people that use fire quirks. Because of her father. So let's begin. Because I saw she used to burn Kennedy because he's an ass. So let's begin. Let's continue our story. She's like, very well, mother. I got information. All right, dear ladies. Let's begin the operation. I'll be observing. I'll be in full contact with you the whole time. So as they leave the complex, the manor, they take a helicopter because they're wealthy. Their organization is quite famous, like I said, so they would have that type of money to have stuff like that, military grade weapons and civilians, and they even have a satellite. So, and the hero organization doesn't know about them yet. They're very hush hush. They're secretive. So, as we continue, as they get dropped off further away from the target building, it's like, all right, daughter, you know what to do. As Kennedy's going rooftop to rooftop, as she sticks out, she has binoculars that has heat vision, like shows body heat. As she says, her mother was right. 30 guys. That must be the girl. All right. I need to play this carefully. I need to go in quiet. So she uses her camouflage. She gets past the first two guards easily. She's not going to kill them because that will draw more attention. She's going to start killing pretty soon, but as she sees, a couple guards, as she slices the right guard's throat, as like, what the hell? Wake up, dude! Like, wake up! As he's like, damn it, he's dead. As when she camouflage, the swords are camouflage with her. So as she stabs him in his stomach, walks forward and slices him in the throat as he falls down, gargling blood. So far, so good. As she starts using psionic blasts, just to kill the rest of them. Lethal force activated. So basically, her mother gave her lethal, authorization. So she's killing everyone. Mixture between psion blast and sword skills. As she conjures, in a hallway, there's at least 5 or 6 guys. As she conjures psionic blade, like knives, and she has them towards all of them, hitting them all in the brain. That's so much energy that stretched the brain so much that it killed them instantly from a brain aneurysm. As they fall off dead, she gets to the main. She gets up to the main floor. It's like, so far so good. As they've noticed, their guards are dead. Like a lot of their members are dead. She went through the building from room to room and killed like half of them. So he's like, sir, what is it? Sorry. Half our men are dead. He's like, what? You mean half of our men are dead? we have intruder. I don't know who is it. There's no sign of the intruder. Find that person. Find whoever this is and kill them. Don't come back until you do. He hangs up. He hanged up from I guess they would have some sort of comm system in their ear. As Momo's in the chair, he's like, your parents should have, parents should hurry. Your parents should hurry, little, girl. Not little girl. She's like, around Kennedy's age. She's like, your parents should pay up soon, kid, or you're dead. As that goes on, the light cuts off. Because they have, sorry. She had, let me begin this again. She throws EMP grenades as it cuts off all electronic devices, including comms. And she's like, what the hell? As he's throwing fire just to get some light in, as he doesn't see anything. It's like, what the hell? As he sees a blade, sees a blade, but it's too much. It's too late to react. As his head's gone. As it falls on the ground, as she begins to kill the rest of the low tier villains in the room, using her katana and infusing it with her psychic energy. As all Momo can hear, she's gagged and blindfolded. All she could hear is this screams and blade sounds cutting through bone. And she's like, what the hell's going on? And, she's scared. As the lights cut off and everyone's dead, she's like, she unblindfolds her and ungags her. And she's like, you must be Momo Nararozu. And she's like, who are you? That's not important. The most important thing is to get you out of here. As she picks up Momo, picks her up in bra style, as she jumps out of the window and lands because she's awesome, because she's OP apparently. Let's just say she used psionic blades. As she falls, she used psionic blades to catch herself, and use that as a stepping stool down the building. And she's like, huh. Momo's like grabbed onto her tightly because she's afraid of heights. So then she gets to a fair old distance away from the building as she contacts Lulu. Mother, it's done. I have the girl. All right, bring her to the rendezvous point. They have a safe house for the girl. So Momo's like, thank you. Like, she still has her in her arms. So she's like, thank you for saving me. As Kennedy smiles at her, oh, it's fine. Momo, your family paid my mother your family paid quite well to, have your safe return. And she's like, my father? My father had something to do with this? He's like, yeah, your father was quite concerned for your safety, so it was my job to, return you to your proper place. Everything's fine. Those guys are not going to come back anytime soon. So as they get to the safe house, Lulu's waiting for them. As, she sees her daughter carrying Momo Nararozu. She's like, good job, sweetheart. Put the girl down so we could check her over. All right, come on. She has a doctor over there. Check the girl. Make sure she's, top shape. I'm not going to, release her to her parents, damaged in any way possible. We have a reputation to uphold. As they're like, yes, ma'am. As they're looking over Momo, she's like, the girl seems fine. No bruises. She hasn't been touched. And she's like, very well. I'm going to contact your parents, Momo Nararozu. Kennedy, stay with the girl. As she leaves, and she's like, we'll cut to Lulu. And she's like, she calls the Nararozus. Mr. Yahirozu. Oh, Lulu, did something happen? Is my daughter safe? Lulu's like, it's fine. My daughter made sure of that. She's like, your daughter? The girl in the office? Yeah, she's the one responsible for your daughter's safe return. I'll give you the location where, we have her. You could pick her up from there. As she hangs up. And we'll cut to, Kennedy and Momo. As Momo's like saying thank you a lot. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for saving me again. As Momo's grabbing onto her. It's like it's fun, Momo. I'm glad you're fine. It was part of the job, but it's good that you're safe. Sorry. As Lulu walks in. Daughter, Lord was he dear? She's like, yes, mother. She's like, so how's the girl holding up? She's grateful, a little too friendly for my taste, but she seemed fine mentally. And the doctors checked her over, so she's fine physically. Think she's gonna have, she's gonna have some problems probably down the road. Mental problems because of being kidnapped. I bet that would, I need to stop saying that. That would affect someone mentally at some point. And she's like, probably not. The Yadarozus are made from strong stock. I think the girl will be fine. As that goes on, as Momo parents get to the safe house, they rush over to Momo. Oh, daughter, you right? As I need to stop doing that. Momo's mother, Mrs. Yaoyorozu, hugs her daughter, and Momo's like, I'm fine, Mom. Thanks to Kennedy here. And Momo's father, goes over to Lulu and Kennedy as she shakes Lulu's hand. And Momo's mother rushes over and hugs Kennedy. And Kennedy is she's not really into physical contact like that. So she's like, thank you for seeing my daughter. Don't know how I would have done without her. And Kennedy's like, yeah, it's fine, Mrs. Yaoyorozu. This is what you paid us for. We took we took the job. We made sure we did it correctly. And she's like, I know, but you don't know how much this means to us. And Lulu's like, all right, that's quite enough. She's like, Mr. Yaoyorozu. She's like, very well. The money has been transferred to the OFC account that you preferred. I'm gonna take my daughter and thank you for a job well done. As Momo rushes over to Kennedy, he's like, thank you again. I know I've been saying that a lot. And Kennedy's like, yeah, it's fine, Momo. As she hands, her number, it's like, please call me. I would like to, be friends. As Kennedy's like taken aback by this, and she's like, okay. And she puts the note, like the paper, her number, in her pocket. Or whatever pouch she has on her suit. So, as it goes on, they get back to the, manor. As they're debriefing everyone how the well job, and all of them they were happy that she did an awesome job. As a couple of the, what do they call it, senior assassins go over there and regrads, I forget how to say this, praise Kennedy for a job well done. She's like, I was very impressed, very clean kills, no mistakes, as I expected as for, the daughter of Lulu. As they go all their separate ways, and Lulu's like, Kennedy, dear, meet me in my office after you get done dressed. Yes, mother. As she gets dressed in her normal clothes, like a sorry, what is it called? Let me pause it real fast. As she puts on a kimono, as she knocks on the door. Oh, who is it? It's me, mother. Oh, come in, Kennedy. And she's like, please sit down. I was very impressed with your work tonight. Would you like to do more of these type of jobs? Not more rescuing, but assassinations. And Kennedy's like, yes, I, I would like that, mother. Like, very well, we're going to up your training then. Now, the first good job was, first awesome job for your first, sorry, oh, darn it. Your first job was very well done. Sorry about that. I'm slurring my words, apparently. And she's like, we'll continue, your training. We'll up the difficulty, and we'll get you ready for active duty. Why don't you head off to bed, dear? You had a busy night. You get in the morning, we'll start increasing the training. Yes, mother. And dear, are you going to call the girl? You do need a friend. All you do is train all day and study. It's good for you to, venture out, make, human contact. That's not part of our clan. And Kenny's like, I wasn't going to, but you sure that's a good idea? Considering our family is what we do. She's like, nonsense, dear. It's good for you to have a friend. It'll help you in the long run. To help with your people skills. So Kennedy's like, yes, mother, I'll call her tomorrow. As the next day, she calls Momo, and she's like, hello, is Momo Yarozu there? And she's like, Miss Momo is, yeah, she's here. Ask my who's calling? Kennedy Midoriya. And she's like, all right. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. She's like, Miss Momo, Kennedy Midoriya is on the phone for you. And, Momo rushed over. Yes, yeah, she's like, Kennedy, it's me. And he's like, oh, hey, Momo. I decided, to give you a call, see how you're holding up. Mother was quite, persistent about it. And she's like, oh, I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fine. And she's like, Kennedy, can I ask you something? And she's like, yeah, what is it? Can you come over? And she wants to hang out. She just wants to spend time. And she's like, father approved of it. Mother is very approved of it. Mother likes you. So would you come over, hang out with me for a little bit? And Kennedy's like, yeah, my mom should have nothing problem with it. I'll meet you about in a couple hours. Is that all right? She's like, yeah, I'll see you then. She hangs up. As Momo's happy that she has a friend. I'm saying, and this what if she doesn't have any friends because she spends all her time with training her quirk and studying for, UA to take their recommendations. I'm just saying she's planning to go to UA early on. I don't know what made her decide, like, when it happens, but it's happening early on, I guess. As that happens, like, Kennedy's like, Mother, can I speak to you? And she's like, yes, dear, what is it? Apparently Momo Yarozu wants me to come over, hang out. And she's like, excellent, dear. I'll have the driver drop you over there. When are you going? When are you planning to go? Planning to go over there. She says let's go over there in about an hour or two. She's like, very well. Why don't you get dressed? Get something nice on. First impressions are always important, even though you already met them. It's always good to dress nicely. You'll be in public. She's never been out in public without that one job. She spent majority of her life when Lulu rescue her in a manner in training, so she has no really experience outside of the outworld since she was a kid. So we'll go that way as the driver, drives, Kennedy over to the Nomu residence. As Kennedy walks out and press the button to the gate. Yes, who will this? Who is this? Yes, I'm Kennedy. I'm Kennedy. Midoriya. I was told to come here and hang out with Momo Yaoyorozu. We're hanging out today. And she's like, the person in the hall in the intercom's like, one moment, please. As they get the confirmation that, she's who she says she is. And Momo's mother, oh dear. Yes, I'll buzz you right in. As she walks in through the gate because it opens and Momo mother runs over and hugs her again. Oh, Kennedy, it's really nice to see you. I'm very happy that you're coming over, spending time with my daughter. She doesn't have many friends. They find her, intimidating because she's smart and from a rich family. So Kennedy's like, okay, where's Momo at? I was like, oh, yeah, she's in the study. Why don't you, they go through the house. She's like, this way. Go down the hall and take a couple rides. As that happens, Momo's studying on things for her quirk. As she's like, Kennedy taps her on the shoulder. She's like, Kennedy, as she hugs her. She's like, I'm so happy you're here. And she's like, it's fine, Kennedy. It's fine, Momo. Off me, please. She's like, I'm sorry. She's like, so what are we gonna do today? She's like, I was hoping, we could hang out, go out, have something to eat, go shopping. Kennedy has money, so, her family is well off because of the assassination. So she got paid pretty well for the job that Lulu had Kennedy do. So the Yaoyorozu paid Lulu well. So she got a percentage of the money. Just for, because it's her first job and everyone in her organization gets paid a little bit. So it depends how many people are active in assassinations or whoever's on the job. It differs between if there's a lot more people, the money is split up in certain ways. The rest of it goes towards the organization itself. So let's continue. It's like Momo goes up to her mother. It's like, oh, Mom, I'm going out with Kennedy. Is that all right? And her mother's like, yeah, that's fine, dear. Just keep your phone on you. And she's like, keep a couple bodyguards on you, but I don't really need it. Kennedy's with me. It's like, I know, dear, but it's good to have extra protection if needed be. I highly doubt, they'll be needed to do anything as Kennedy here. And Kennedy's like, yes, Mrs. Yaoyorozu. She'll be fine. Nothing will happen to her while I'm with her. So they spend, a good amount of time at, getting stuff to eat and going out shopping, clothes and jewelry and all that stuff. As Momo's, sees a couple things she likes, and she's like, Kennedy, do you like anything? And she's like, no, clothes is not really my thing. Dressing up as a girly thing, it's not really what my family does. She's forcing her to try on stuff. She's like, you're gonna try some on some stuff. She grabs, Kennedy's like, what are you doing? Like, we're gonna play dress up, because she's forcing her to wear clothes. So they have her wear Momo has her wear a couple outfits, and she's like, you really have good, posture. You're well, her body's a roll, she's fit. So Momo's a little bit jealous of that, but so they do that, and they, nothing really happens. I'm just building up a friendship between them. So I don't know, I think about making this character, Kennedy into a vigilante. I don't know if I'm going to add her into the UA, go to UA eventually, after, you know, doing her vigilante for a little bit. But, you know, I'm still thinking of the story. We're going to probably leave it off here because if I go any further, this will be an hour video. So, hope you guys have a good, hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time stamps. Alright, bye.